A local business owner continues to find serenity through pottery. Reporter Addison Wong tells us how a childhood memory and an injury helped a woman find her passion and share it with the community.
I made this dog sculpture and I worked on it for days.
At 8 years old, her first sculpture was nothing more than a hobby, but it would later mean much more. Candace Balt, a Murrow graduate, spent the early years of her career in the newsroom with a full face of makeup and spiffy dresses. Now she shows up to work in clay-covered jumpsuits and undone hair.
When I went to WSU, I signed up for a pottery class. But like you get so dirty doing pottery. And I was a broadcast student. And so it was real clear, real fast. I wasn't going to be able to continue in the pottery class and the broadcasting class. So I dropped pottery. And then I was a reporter and I worked in journalism for like 2 decades.
But in 2020, Candace suffered a traumatic brain injury that forced her out of the newsroom. Just a month after her injury, Candace's husband and son put together a pottery studio in their garden shed. She said when she opened the bag of clay for the first time, she was hit with a joyful, peaceful smell.
So to be able to smell that clay after my injury and just be like mentally, spiritually transported back to the pottery studio in like the best time of my life was that itself, I think, was deeply healing.
Every spin of the wheel and every stroke of the brush takes precision, something Candace lost during her injury. She found healing through making gnomes, which exceeded her expectations.
And every time we had some profit, we would just reinvest it in more equipment and supplies until finally all of this existed at my house in my basement. So that was, gosh, a couple years after my injury. So at that point, we were ready to open a studio.
What began as her own form of therapy is now something she shares with the communities of Pullman, Moscow, and Colfax. Reporting from Pullman, I'm Addison Wong, Murrow News 8.